It's the latest from KOSI, 3 in the 303, Jenny D, Tammy Oakland, Kathie J, and I feel like this is going to be a confessional for all of our dogs. Because I want to preface it with, we are really good dog owners.
Yep.
We love our animals.
Love our animal. We are animal lovers, doggy avengers all the way. Yes.
And you do a lot of boarding for animals and things like that too.
Yeah,
Like
I've been doing it for the shelters forever in the United States.
Colorado. In the United States, all over.
But yeah, I mean, like I come from my aunt in New York. She's part of the Humane Society. Like, we're just all about dogs.
Oh,
like you are.
yeah,
we are.
Big proponent for.
And so
we're setting this up.
There's a thing when you take another dog into your house, like you never know what you're gonna get.
You're fostering, right?
Yeah.
Or when you're taking them in.
You never know what you're going to get with your own dogs either, because they're dogs.
If you take them from a shelter, you don't know. Right.
Yeah. Like mine likes to eat her own stuff.
Yes, right. You know, you got to work on
She likes to eat remotes.
Right.
But what she doesn't like to eat is what my parents' dog has decided to do, because they're in France. So
yes.
for 2 weeks.
How awesome. Your parents got to go to France without you.
They said it's hot and dirty.
Well, then
There's
enjoy
no
that.
air conditioning.
Enjoy that. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, never mind.
But so they're out there, and they love the dog more than me.
Yes.
Like,
You're their dog. This is their child.
So what kind of a dog?
It's a poodle. It's a big standard poodle.
Oh, okay.
And he's older, whatever else.
Okay.
So they've been calling like every day from France, and they're like, "How's my baby?" I'm like,
"Oh,
me or the dog?" Just
Yeah, totally. It's all about the dog. My mom
Yeah.
is that way. Just throw that out there.
Yeah.
My mom is totally all about the dogs.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And I'm like,
So-
you want to talk about my kids?
No,
Or
no, she wants to hear about the Jess.
Yeah.
We're talking about the dogs and how cute it was that they saw a squirrel. I'm like, don't you want to hear about your grandkids? But anyway, so yeah, I'm totally down with this.
So, and it's true. And so I've been, and I feel like this may be a little karma, but so I've been sending ones because she's like, I bet he misses me so much. I'm like, absolutely not. He's taking over the bed. He's rolling around.
Oh, funny.
He's loving life right now. Because he's used to a
on vacation.
retirement community. He's used to Shady Acres. So now
and
it's
now
like
he's got
kids and another dog.
giggles and happiness.
Oh, yeah.
And right.
So I've been rubbing it in a little bit. Well, then the other day I come home and he's just sick, and like all night long I'm like, what did you do? Like, you got into something.
Yes.
Like you can tell, like as a dog owner, the worst sound in the middle of the night is
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that noise.
You get up, you run fast. Like I'm in like this over the bathtub.
Right.
I feel like
Get
at some
him
point
somewhere.
that should be our ringtone.
Get him
or
off the
like
carpet.
our
Yeah,
alarm.
totally. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
That'll
just thought
get
of
you
$1 million
fast.
idea. Everyone would jump out of bed so fast
Quickly.
when they hear that
And
noise.
then it does like different like varietals,
Yeah.
like depending on how quickly
Right.
your last alarm, it's like you can actually hear the spray.
Oh my God, why do you always take it there? She went all the way. She went all the way to the sound of the spray, to it hitting the carpet noise.
I would not be snoozing. I would not be snoozing
no
until
way.
that point. No.
Okay, so you're hearing that noise in the
So
middle
yeah, I
of
hear
the night.
that noise. I'm like,
And
okay.
what's the name of the dog?
Hunter?
Hunter. Okay.
He's Hunter.
Oh,
He's a big, fluffy white poodle, and he's older, like I said.
I love
and
it.
He's
Okay.
sweet and gentle.
So you're hearing Hunter make some noises.
So I'm like outside. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be. I'm gonna have to go to the vet. My parents are gonna kill me because like they would rather me die than
Totally.
the dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
That's scary when your dog gets sick and you're out of town.
Oh, yeah.
though, and somebody else is watching it.
Yes,
Oh.
it has. Yeah.
So I haven't really told them yet. They're gonna be back on
You
Tuesday.
haven't
No
told
way.
them?
You haven't told him?
Well, I didn't tell him about the vet visit, but I told him that he ate my underwear.
There you go. But
So
I
took him to the vet.
mic drop.
I took him to the vet because it was a while of like not, and I'm freaking out,
Yeah.
like losing my mind. And luckily, there was a little bit of it hanging out, so I didn't have to pay for the full surgery, just the extrication. And now he won't make eye contact with me. He's like,
Stay with me, Hunter. Stay with me.
You hear about like socks all the time and everything, but I can't even imagine. Like,
well, thank God it
let's
wasn't
pull
like
this out.
At least it wasn't my granny panties. Like it wasn't something like that. Could you imagine? Like all of a sudden it's like, wow, did you skin a cheetah? Like what's going on?
No
So
lie.
like, such a cute
No
little
lie,
lazy
right.
thing.
You were
And it
embarrassed.
was a female vet,
Yeah,
so that was
that's
even
helpful.
better.
That's
Yeah, that makes it
helpful,
better.
right?
Because you could just imagine someone just pulling it out. I'm like, do you want to keep this, ma'am? No, that's okay.
No, you don't throw them away. You
But
keep
yeah,
them.
but I mean, it's still almost $1,000 later after you go to the vet and everything.
insane.
So
what is it with dogs?
Is
and
it
underwear,
okay if
too?
I ask my parents to reimburse me for the vet bill when they get them?
Would they? Is
that
so? Oh,
Have you ever met my dad? No.
no, darn it, yeah.
I'm like getting him
hard
to pay for
living
dinner.
over there.
Is like,
Okay, so oh God, I'm so sorry that happened to you,
Yeah.
and I'm glad the dog's okay. And
Yeah, no surgery because that would have been.
Oh yeah, and that's what I was like so glad. And like, the vet's like, well, let's see what we got going on here, and it was like bright pink. Just, okay.
that made it easy too.
Well, I was gonna
I was
say,
just assuming
that's-
black for some reason, but yeah, bright pink. I didn't even think to ask the
I wear
color.
black on the outside, but underneath I'm like
She is
super
girly.
feminine. Yeah.
She's girly.
And it was like, and I just bought new ones because we've been on this weight loss journey
Yeah.
with FitMD. So
Yeah.
I just bought new ones. I was like so cute. I was like, look how cute these are.
Please tell
Hunter's
me.
like, yeah, they're cute. And they taste good.
They taste
Please
delicious.
tell me you threw them away.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, she said that they kept them. They, the vet can, you
They're
know
showing
what?
it off.
Put that right in the
Weird things,
biohazard
dogs
bag.
they do that. Like if they have a board of like either pictures or actual items that they have found in dogs, like dogs have eaten. I would totally be that person that if I worked there, I'd be like, all right, who's got like a pink lacy thong bingo card? There it is, right there.
There
So
it
the
is.
big question is, have you learned to pick up your clothes?
Well, the thing is I don't even know how he got them. So I don't know if it was because I'd just been doing laundry. So I think that it was stuck to a towel when I was folding the towel.
Okay,
So-
I could see that.
So
I
I'm
could see that.
assuming it was a clean pair.
Okay.
And that's how I
Yeah.
sleep at night right now, with him laying in my bed and not like worried about like him being a pervert.
It was a clean pair. It was a clean pair. It was a clean
It's
pair.
okay, it's okay,
The water
it's
can't
okay.
get
That's
hot
funny.
enough. It was a clean pair.
Dogs are crazy because I've got a little. She's a Katande Tulier and she's a puppy right now, and she's got this obsession with all clothes, but definitely the underwear the same. She
Right.
doesn't eat it, thank God.
Yeah.
But like I'll be in there in the
Knock on
shower
wood,
and
okay?
I'll have my clothes on the floor and I'll be in the shower and I'll see this streak run by. And then I'll see the streak run by again. And I'm like, what the heck? And I open up the door, and my dog is literally running at, she'll grab a sock and run and put it in the other room. And then at the end, she'll like take my towel. And she'll put it, and I'm like,
What is
what are you
happening?
doing? It's
Right.
almost like, ha ha, you have no clothes, no towel. But now I'm like,
She's like, time to go streaking, mom.
right,
Right.
exactly. But now I'm like so worried. I'm like, please don't eat the underwear.
Yeah, I know.
She just likes to steal clothes.
Things that we never thought we'd ever like experience in our lives. And it's when you make that eye contact with the vet going, I promise I didn't leave him laying around.
Right.
Like,
I
am
promise.
not-
I
I'm a
promise.
good dog
I promise.
parent.
I thank God I've never had a dog to go after those. I've had dogs, you know, like totally like take, you know, like eat their chew toys or their.
Yeah.
One time I had a dog. I was fostering a dog, and he ate the, you know, the rope toy, and the rope literally came apart in his stomach, started wrapping around his intestine
see,
and
that's what
pulling
scares
it.
me.
So I've had plenty of that. I've also had a dog who hated my other dogs. He was jealous of this little mouse that the one boxer played with. So most Steph hated that Lennox had this little mouse. And they were big 80-pound dogs.
Yeah.
And it was the smallest little toy, and Lennox liked to carry it by its ear, and it was just so special. Well, one time Mo Steph had a hold of it, and he was mad at Lennox for something, and I was with Lennox, and I was like, Mo Steph, don't do it. And Mo Steph was like, and he totally like ate it, and you saw Lennox and I both went, no! And then he was like, yep, that's right. And then I just prayed, but he passed it. So
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. But I just was like, that is some hardcore. And I even thought about, Lennox loves this toy. Should I just wash it and give it back to him? I didn't.
I think even Lennox would be like, I pass.
Yeah, Lennox.
Yeah,
Hard
I think
pass.
I would have gone maybe a better option of going onto Amazon and
Trying to
finding
find it. I
replacing
did.
it.
I did.
That's the
Thank
worst,
goodness it was from the bin at IKEA. There was plenty, but it was just But thank goodness I haven't had too many. But the surgery of that ripping was
Oh,
terrifying.
that's enough to tear.
Yeah.
So I had a German Shepherd, and she was amazing. And we just moved into a new house, and so like all of our stuff was in boxes. So, you know those plastic tubs that you know. There's it's hard to get those plastic tubs open sometimes.
Yeah.
So we had stuff from the pantry in there. You know, as we're trying to move things in, and I come home, and the lid's open,
You're like, oh.
and I'm like, well, this is weird. She had gotten into an unopened bag of Hershey's Kisses. Oh. So, and you know, dogs and
chocolate.
chocolate
Yeah,
are bad.
right.
So I'm panicking at this point. I'm calling the vet, and they're like, well, thank God it's milk chocolate.
Right.
So it's not as dangerous to her. And he's like, well, just keep an eye on it. She pooped glitter in the yard for like a whole week
because it
was the foil from the Hershey's Kisses, and it was the funniest thing. But I was still like, I can't believe you did this. So then the next day she goes, and we had a freezer in the garage. And I come home, and the freezer's wide open. She went and opened up the top, so it was the top freezer that pops out. She had gotten into the freezer and took the meat out of the freezer and ate the meat. And I'm like, how is she doing
She can
this?
open stuff.
She was able to open. At that point, I'm like, oh, okay.
Danger, right? This is
Shepherd.
right. This German Shepherd has thumbs.
Well, that's Molly, who's like
And
a
hide
pit
the
bull
candy.
chihuahua, like this big.
Yeah.
And we kept thinking we were blaming my friends, like we were blaming all the roommates, and then we're like, did you just maybe forget that you left the door open because the AC's going? Whatever.
Right.
And it's Molly getting her little nose up there, and she's tiny, little terrace.
Yeah.
She gets her little nose up there, pushes it up, gets her little fingers in here, and it's a sliding glass door. She opens it.
What?
Yeah. So we had to put like one of the bars in the bottom of it to keep it because she. And it's like, so we couldn't figure it out. So for like we hid a camera. We did like a hidden camera.
To be like, I'm going to catch whichever one of you, and
I'll
you're going to pay
repost
the
video.
bill.
It is crazy because
Wow.
I'm like, should I apologize to your roommate now, or should we just like act like it's
Just
cool?
say, right, act like it's cool.
So when
Dogs
they
are
really
smart.
want something, they will go for it. That's for sure.
You see videos all the time of like dogs, like especially in like shelters and stuff, where they're like rescuing the other dog. Like one breaks out, and then they go open the kennel to
right,
somebody
open
else.
the other kennels.
And it's usually a husky, which is the funny thing. But
yeah.
they're smart.
They're diggers. Huskies are diggers.
smart.
They're like, I will find a way.
I will get
freedom.
out. Yeah. My new little dog, she's a rescue as well. She'll be 2 in August, but she terrified us when we first brought her home because she ate everything, like everything, and she crawled. I don't know how she did. She's again this big. And she jumped on top of our dining room table, which is taller than this.
Oh my God.
Because it's a big high table, and she got into my mom's medicine.
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
So there was pills on the floor, and we're trying to figure out what she ate, and we're like counting the pills, trying to figure out what's what. Call to the poison control thing. That's
right.
She got to pay for that, by the way, which I was like,
When you
what?
call for
Yeah,
poison control?
for animals,
yeah.
it's a paid phone call. But
Like they
yeah,
took
that
your
was
credit
terrifying.
card before they talk to you?
Before they'll even talk to you, they got to take your credit
Whoa.
card, and
Oh
I
my
learned a
God.
lesson there. But thank God she had like a vitamin. And not the actual medicine, so we were like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that's good.
And it was enough, but yeah, you can. Little
I
puppies, man.
I've done that
Woo.
though before. It was like right after my dog was on antibiotics. I of course was on anxiety medicine. right after I had Maddie, and I just remember every morning I'd remember to give the dog at the time, which was my Snoopy. He was my good boy. But I'd remember to give him his antibiotic, and then I would take my anxiety medicine.
Right.
Well, come to find out, I was so sleep deprived at that point, I gave him my anxiety medicine.
And you
But I took an antibiotic. I was like, well, I'm clear.
Right.
But it's like you call them, they're like, oh, give him bread or give him whatever. I was like, I got a newborn and you want me to make him puke? I'm like, and they're like, well, what's the dose? I'm like, I really don't feel comfortable. It's been a really hard couple of months, but let's say he's a small dog and it was a big pill. I'll tell you, he's never been more chill. Like at that time, he was like,
did he just chill?
oh yeah, he's
Happy
chill,
dog.
looking at me like, you got some Funyuns?
Right.
It's like,
Sure am hungry.
Yeah.
Can't even make it to the water bowl.
Oh, man.
Can't even make it to the
But I
water
think
bowl.
as a parent, of dogs and whatever else, this stuff happens and you
It
always
does.
feel like you're alone doing it. But
Yeah.
I feel like so
No.
many
So
people
many.
have the
Well,
same stuff.
my
So many.
senior dog's on heart medicine now, so same thing. It's like I put her food down, I go to feed her, it's got the heart medicine in it, and I literally have to stand and play guard in between the two because the minute I move, Phoebe's she's in, and I'm like, that's got heart medicine, and it's panicky.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like this between the two dogs.
It's like the dude that's in Jurassic Park. Wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Christopher Pratt. Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Well, my parents' dog, so they drop off again. I love this dog, it's sweet, but it's spoiled rotten. So they come over, they have a special food for it. And then they have wet food for it, like the little Caesars, like the very fancy stuff,
Yeah.
which I don't give my dog any wet food because it's horrible for their teeth.
Yeah.
Sorry. But so then they give that. Then they have to sprinkle cheese on top of it.
What?
And he will not eat it unless you have this very specific way that you do it.
Now, have you noticed that he does eat without because I've had picky dogs come over and I'm like, you're either going to eat it or you're not. You know, like,
They
you
get
know,
hungry
right?
enough,
Like,
they will.
I'm not going to hand feed you
This
the
dude
ham.
was- this-
It's in the bowl.
This dude
You're either
was
going to eat
Gandhi.
it or not.
He was Gandhi for the first 24 hours. Like, he's like, I'm on a hunger strike until you have it the exact way.
Exact amount of
I
cheese.
have a specific time I like it
Wow.
too.
Okay, so you put the cheese on it. There was
So
more.
you have
I'm
to put
sorry.
half the little can of this like fancy Caesars, like dog stuff. And then this is how smart this dog is. With the exception of eating my underwear, this is how smart this dog is. Because he will eat around the actual like food.
Yeah.
He'll just eat the wet food and the cheese.
Wow.
So then you come back
And it's just the
still
dry
the
food.
dry food, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 pieces of cheese buried.
Okay, I'm laughing because that's my Bella.
See, as I say, there's people
Dogs
out
do
there.
that.
But she's
And then my dog's looking like, oh, I get how this is. Like I'm a third-class citizen here.
But she's a senior dog. She has no teeth now, so I have to do the wet dog.
You do.
food. But then she has always her entire life been extremely picky. You can't get her to eat anything. So like, yeah, I've got her dog food. Then I put the wet Caesars on it. I had to start putting cheese on it because she stopped eating, and then I have to put the medicine in it because that's the only way she'll eat it.
Yeah.
Hey, she's 16 now. She's got every excuse.
That's
in the
amazing.
book.
16. To have a dog make it to 16 is
But
pretty
it's-
amazing.
So now I got to do like boiled hamburger. She's got issues.
I don't even feed my kids
She's
that well.
got-
No,
issues.
right. When I have to make something special for the dog, I'm like, again, I don't even do this for the kids. Like, you know, so
Oh,
you
she's
do this
better than
every
I
day.
do. I have to, because that's the only way that I can get her to eat. And she's so skinny because she's so old and she's got all these
Will you adopt me?
digestive
I
problems
know,
and things
right?
like the
No, you
dogs-
got to be a dog.
All my
you got to
dogs
come back as a dog.
And my animals eat better than I do.
Yeah.
Because I got a bearded dragon that eats all these vegetables and stuff, and I don't touch a vegetable. My dog's getting boiled hamburger and all these like meals and
so
stuff.
if a guy
and-
were to run into you in the grocery store, he would be like, "Wow, she loves vegetables.
healthy.
She's
so-
always
yeah.
eating some good red meat. Yeah,
Until
that woman
you see
is
the
great."
5 boxes of milk duds in the corner,
And
that's
what
mine.
you're eating, and the rest is going to your animals.
Yeah, that's truth. 100% truth.
And here's me, like, I'm like, oh, you got dry food, right? You're good.
Yeah, right. That's how I feel.
But
Like
I mean, she doesn't mind. Like, she will. But now I've had to start putting a little bit of cheese on top of hers. Otherwise, she'll go for Hunter's Bowl. Because
Oh.
she, one day,
Well, yeah, right.
she got a little taste of it
Oh, yeah.
because he dropped it on the floor.
Yes.
And here's a dog
What's
who
that happening
does
over
not
there?
eat anything off the floor. Like, unless you specifically hand it to her.
Yeah.
My dog is, like,
Wow.
fantastic. She's human. She's like, that was on the ground.
Oh, that's amazing.
No
Like
5-second rule for
rule,
me.
right?
No, she's like, she won't do it. And so I remember Maddie dropped a whole thing of those big cheese puffs, you know, like
Yeah.
good,
Yeah, yeah,
nasty.
right.
Oh, I love cheese.
Yeah. So she dropped those and she's like, Molly will take care of it. Molly comes over, she goes, where's my bowl? Like, I'm not eating it off the ground.
Wow.
And Maddie had to put it into a bowl
To
so
throw
that
away.
my terrorist would eat.
Oh,
She would eat it out of the bowl,
dang.
but she won't eat it off the
That's
floor.
crazy.
That's
Phoebe would
funny.
be like the Hoover vacuum.
right,
I know,
right,
like,
right,
when
right.
with 2
Dogs are
kids,
great
I'm
like
like,
that.
the one thing I need you to do. And she's like, I'm not doing it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
This is why I have a
Wow.
dog. Like, this is the time. Whatever.
Dogs are
I know.
funny.
Yeah,
I
we
love
love 'em.
them though.
So if you guys need your dog to be fostered or you want me to watch them,
Probably not the best idea. Leave us out. We used to be good at it.
I still have another 4 pairs of lacy thongs.
Oh, under lock and key.
It was that 5th one, man, and yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
funny.
Yeah. Good thoughts going. Yeah. Go into the next till we talk again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Everything
home
off the
at
floor.
some point.
Hey, wait. Before we do leave, how are you feeling? Can we get an update on your health? Before we
Yeah.
leave today? Yeah. Can we get an update on the wrist and the rib and the
'cause we never
leg and
did,
the
yeah.
yeah.
You want to go first?
Well, she's gonna yell. I think she's gonna yell at both of us.
I'm not
so.
yelling. No, I said my piece. I love you
No,
both.
I'm just too
What is it?
embarrassed, so I'm just gonna.
Oh
let you
no!
go
Oh
first.
God!
So I mean, the rib starts feeling better.
Yeah.
The wrist is still a little hurty.
Yeah.
This that you're playing with on the table is hurting. I
And the
see you
nice
got something
pink
new
little
though.
one now.
Yeah, I got because the thing is that big black one, like it's hard to type, and that's all we do.
Right.
And I realize how hard it is, like even to do like the simple things like sending a text message, sending an email, like how much we use it.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got this to wear here at the studio, and then I wear the black one
Yeah.
most of the time when I'm
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
okay.
It
All right.
started to feel a little better. I didn't go to the doctor though.
Yeah, I got after her after
Right.
we.
I
Did
was
you go to the
spending
doctor?
$1,000 to pull
Yeah.
a lacy thong
Out of a butt.
dog's butthole.
Right. Her money went somewhere else. The
I'm
universe
sorry.
needed her money somewhere else. That is so sad, Jenny. All
That
right.
is
All right.
sad.
But what about you?
Mine ended
Okay.
up.
So maybe hang in there. You look really cute.
Well,
You know, like I like the hair. Everything looks,
you should have seen it before I put it in a ponytail. It was
positive
like
vibes. Positive
Oh,
vibes.
you look adorable. And the pink is great.
All right.
So
Okay.
I'm out of the boot. So
Yay.
I'm happy.
What was it?
So I had a sprained ankle. I had a torn ligament. Tendonitis, tendinosis. So after going
What's
through
the difference between nidus and notice?
all they told me if it's itis, it's inflammation. So it's just
Okay, cool.
another fancy way of saying different types of
It's
inflammation.
like
I don't know.
aioli for mayonnaise.
Right.
Exactly. It's just it's different itises. So after going through everything, trying to figure out what's causing it and scaring me to death and thinking I'm dying, basically it was just an overuse.
Overused?
I'm on my feet too much. I do too many stairs. And I was
That's
like,
a thing?
well, I take the when I started working
Right.
here, I don't want to take the elevator because I want to get exercise. So I
Okay.
started taking the stairs every day, and I've got stairs at home. And then I'm like in the studio, I'm standing up
Plus,
because
she
I
never
want to
sits
get
still.
exercise.
Have you ever seen her stand still?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And so it was literally, she's like, yeah, you just overused your feet. So, and I had apparently damaged my ankle at some point before, and I didn't know because it's been a chronic tear.
Okay.
And so by doing these stairs and all this stuff, I just
Was-
re-damaged
okay.
it and reopened
Which
it.
is kind of
and
what
then
Kathy told you
sprained-
last week.
And then sprained
just
my
throwing it
ankle
out
I
there.
didn't know. I
to
didn't.
boot. So, I mean, thankfully, it's nothing like too crazy serious. Got to stay off my feet, try to rest it. It's going to take a little while to heal because, again, like you, it's still hurts and it's going to be chronic until, yeah.
I am happy to see you walking around.
It is nice to be out
That
of
is
the boot.
good.
That thing's heavy.
Yes.
So what
heavy.
we're meaning to say is, this is hard for me to say. You were right. Oh God!
Slow
Ooh, I think that
down.
cracked a rib again. It cracked a
down.
different rib.
And trying to be healthy and trying to take
got
the
two
stairs
snorts out of that.
and not sitting down all the time is not worth it.
All right. So
Yeah, you gotta check your body because if you
just
don't,
want-
your body's gonna check you. Isn't that something about
that
what
was
you're
the best way to say it.
Yeah.
You don't check your body or your body will check you.
There you go.
Of course you come up with a T-shirt slogan. That was amazing. Hey, I'm working on it just as much. Like, you know, like it's killing
difficult.
me. Yeah,
You were
different.
right, and that was,
you.
I think, a very good thing for us.
Slow
to think
down.
well, especially the summertime right now. Like, and you're, teaching driving, and you trying to like go to tennis, go to
Oh yeah, it's
chef club
ridiculous.
stuff.
It's ridiculous.
Me,
You're right.
it's my daughter's grounded, and I'm punishing myself by grounding her. Like those kind of things.
Right,
that are really,
and you
really
have
stressful.
a third
Yeah.
kid. I heard this morning. You have another
Yes,
kid that you're
my
watching
niece,
all week.
my
Yeah,
niece.
or
Well, so
summer.
it's like on Thursdays.
Yeah,
because
okay.
it's full where she has. So I was like, all
Yeah.
right, I'll watch my niece. Like,
But yeah,
Yeah.
the blonde brigade in full effect. And I'll tell you, you think my daughter's sassy?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's like the
Oh wait, I've met this one.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if
Yes.
you just say sassy cousin, I know exactly who
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about. I got to
Girl,
see.
yeah,
I got
wait.
to sit on the porch swing with her. Yeah.
yeah. She came in. She walked in with the comedian today, and the lady that we love so much from Comedy Works, Mel, was like,
We love Mel.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
'Cause she
wow.
goes, which one of you is the funny one?
No, she didn't.
Oh yeah. So
right.
Thursday fun day. But it does make you feel like sometimes a little bit better about your own children. Where I'm like, because I just
I'm
get
good.
my kid. Yeah. I'm
right.
Like,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I have
right.
a sweet one. I have a sassy
You're
one.
gonna
and
have
then-
a fun time with
be
that.
done.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But it's like so fun because you never know what's going to come out of their mouths, especially when they're all three playing together. You're like, oh boy, this could be really good.
Yeah.
Or really
Or
bad.
really,
Really
yeah,
bad.
right. Yeah. Well, there's nobody better to be in charge of them than you. Because
You got
they're not
this.
getting anything over on you. I'll tell you that.
Oh no! Ask her when
Oh,
she
no.
comes in. I was like, "Can you get the heck out of this? But like out of right here, you're a little distracting. I need space." Because like in the summertime, they just like nestle up in
It's
your
too
butt,
much,
and they just
right.
want to be
Get-
right next to you.
yeah.
And so she's just breathing on me. Can I talk on the radio? Can you get out?
Get out.
That's funny.
She
All
was
right.
funny.
Well,
So
you know,
we love you guys.
Yes, we love you. Continue to have a
Take some time for yourself this week, and we will
summer.
catch up with you next Friday,
Yes, or whenever.
Saturday, Tuesday, whatever day
Whenever
it
we
is.
got time and not injured and not pulling
Just
things
know
out
we
of
love
dogs,
you. Yeah,
know.
right. Right. Dogs aren't surgery. Right. We. Hopefully, we'll have cars that run. Really.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we both have
That
actually.
was funny.
Did you go to Group Subaru?
I did
And
go to
they're
Group
so nice.
Subaru.
I was like, yeah.
So nice,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, Kathy's going to come over and check you guys out as well. We're
I
like-
was like, oh my gosh.
he
yeah,
goes,
we're,
between the two of you, like, we're just going to sit you guys down. I'm like, do you have sage? Like,
right.
what do we
Yeah.
do?
Right. Our
Two of
cars.
you. What about three of you? I'm the one that hit the curb last Friday.
Oh yeah. You're
You're
tired.
going to take her too.
I've never
Yay.
seen a tire
you.
get that kind of a bubble
Yeah,
bruise.
It wasn't
like
a pimple,
that was.
it was a welt.
Yeah. I was like,
I
please.
feel like since you've worked here, things have been a little like maybe
Insane.
it's maybe it's because of me, and maybe I'm bringing this on you because it used to just be me, and then it was Kathie and me.
Yeah,
and
right.
Now it's
right now, I got.
We are
there's-
saging every day.
Maybe we should. I think we have a new goal for the week.
Yeah, if you know a shaman,
I will take that too. Right, we're gonna
young
double
priest,
up.
old priest. I'll have all of them over.
Next level.
We got to do
Next level
something
it.
because I am passing the torch, girls. I'm done with it.
I can't.
No, just cut
I can't
it.
afford it.
All
I
right,
think
so
I've had
everybody-
4
yeah.
tires since I've worked here, and I'm not kidding.
I
Yeah, I'm
blame
not
me.
kidding.
I blame me.
You haven't even been here a year.
I've been here since the end of December.
Oh no. Okay. Well, let's
So
say
send your
Bye.
stuff. Make sure you like, subscribe.
It's only getting better
pray.
here. It's
Pray
only
for us.
getting better.